we needed to fight and win a war. And a war that was going to be tough. And there was a problem because the government realized it needed to have all the resources necessary to produce guns and planes and tanks and bullets and uniforms for the troops to fight and to win. Not, of course, here, that would be messy, but over there. And to get them over there in planes and ships. But there was a problem because if the goods and services of our country were really going to respond to the market, then lots of rich people who had the money would want to have a nice country home built with steel that could otherwise go into a tank. And they might want to have expensive toys and beautiful cars that would require all kinds of resources that wouldn't be available for bullets. We couldn't have a market. We had an important social task. Win a war. So we said to people, Roosevelt went on the air, and contrary to his ethnic background, he said, market, schmarket. That's an attempt at humor, folks, humor. Market, schmarket. We're not going to have a market. We're not going to let people buy things simply because they have the money. So what the United States did, I'm not describing another country, the United States, we issued ration cards. We had a rationing system in World War II. The government handed out little tickets. And you got as many tickets as the government thought you ought to have, given the size of your family, the age of your family, the medical condition of your family. It said, if you want to buy something, money is no longer enough. You can have all the money in the world. If you don't have one of these ration tickets, you're not going to get a quart of milk. You're not going to get a pound of sugar. You're not going to get a tank full of gas. Whoa. Let's do that again. The government distributed tickets, which you had to give to the storekeeper, the money for the quart of milk and the ticket. Money, no ticket, no milk. Okay? Here's the idea behind the government. They didn't use these language, but I'm gonna. We're gonna get the distribution of milk and sugar and gas. We're gonna distribute to each according to their needs. Because the government fails to do, another slip. Markets fail to do that. The government interfered to make the distribution of resources and products not conform to market laws, but instead to make sure with ration cards that we distribute according to what the society needs, win a war, and what individuals need. Wow. The decision, in short, markets are not compatible with a society that wants to manage the use of its resources to meet social demands and social needs. So the notion that a market is some magical mechanism, that we have to be governed by a market, is absurd, and in actuality, we don't permit that anyway. That's a rhetorical, ideological twist that is unrealistic and has never, in fact,